Hello, everyone, and thank you for taking the time to join me today. Let's start by acknowledging something very real and, for many, very personal. The idea of experiencing a heart attack when no one is around to help can be terrifying. But here's the truth. You are not powerless. With the right knowledge, you can make life-saving decisions that may not only protect your heart, but also give you the best chance of recovery. I'm here because I care deeply about your well-being. My goal today is to provide you with clear, simple steps to follow if you ever find yourself in this situation. Heart attacks are common, especially for older adults. In the U.S. alone, over 800,000 people experience a heart attack every year. For many, it happens when they're alone, watching TV, gardening, or simply enjoying their daily routine. I know that sounds frightening, but together, we'll prepare for the possibility and take away some of that fear. Before we dive in, I want to encourage you to share this knowledge with someone you care about. Maybe a neighbor, a family member, or a friend who could benefit from this life-saving information. And if you've ever faced a moment like this or have questions along the way, please leave a comment below. Your experiences and insights might just help someone else. If you haven't already, consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell so you'll be the first to know when a new video drops. Your support truly makes a difference. If you found value in this video, a like and share would mean a lot in helping me reach more people with these important lessons. And I'd love to hear from you. If you're enjoying this topic, leave a 1 in the comments or a 0 if you'd like to see something different. Your feedback helps me improve and bring you the content you want. Now, let's get started. Point 1. Recognizing the symptoms of a heart attack. The first and most crucial step in surviving a heart attack when you're alone is recognizing the symptoms. This might seem simple, but in reality, many people miss or ignore these signs, especially when they're subtle. I want to make sure that doesn't happen to you because time is your greatest ally in a heart attack. Acting quickly can save your life. When we think of heart attacks, many of us picture dramatic chest pain like we see in movies. But in real life, heart attacks often begin more subtly. It's important to know that not every heart attack feels the same, and the symptoms can vary from person to person. For older adults, the signs can be even more understated, making it easy to dismiss them as something minor like indigestion, fatigue, or stress. Let's break this down. The most common symptom is discomfort in the chest. People often describe it as a pressure, tightness, or a squeezing sensation rather than a sharp, stabbing pain. It might feel like someone is sitting on your chest, or like your chest is being squeezed in a vice. This discomfort can come and go or linger steadily. But here's the part many people don't realize. A heart attack isn't always limited to the chest. You might feel pain or discomfort radiating to other parts of your body, like your left arm, back, neck, jaw, or even your stomach. For example, a dull ache in your arm or a strange discomfort in your jaw might be your heart trying to signal distress. Other symptoms to watch for include shortness of breath, which can hit you suddenly even if you're not exerting yourself. Cold, clammy sweats are another red flag, as is feeling lightheaded, nauseous, or unusually tired for no clear reason. You might experience a sense of unease, almost like something bad is about to happen, even if you can't quite put your finger on why. I want to stress how important it is to trust your gut. If something feels off, don't ignore it. Too often, people talk themselves out of taking their symptoms seriously. They think, oh, it's probably just heartburn, or I'll feel better in a little while. But let me tell you, when it comes to your heart, it's better to overreact than to delay. I remember a patient, Helen, who felt mild discomfort in her chest and a bit of nausea while doing her crossword puzzle. She thought it was just a reaction to the heavy lunch she had earlier. She waited several hours before calling for help. By the time she got to the hospital, her heart had sustained serious damage. If she had acted when she first noticed the symptoms, her recovery could have been much smoother. So here's the rule. If you feel any of these symptoms, especially if they last more than 5 or 10 minutes or seem to be getting worse, treat it as an emergency. It's not about being overly cautious, it's about saving your life. Listen to your body and don't hesitate to take action. Now that you know how to recognize the signs, let's move on to the next critical step, calling for help. Point 2. Calling for help. Once you recognize the symptoms of a heart attack, your next step is critical, calling for help. Time isn't just important in these situations, it's everything. The sooner medical professionals can reach you, the better your chances of survival and recovery. I can't emphasize this enough. Calling 911 must be your first and immediate action. I know that in moments like this, fear and uncertainty can make it hard to think clearly. You might feel overwhelmed, disoriented, or unsure about what to do. But here's the key. You don't have to handle this perfectly. You just have to make that call. If you've ever hesitated in the past, let me reassure you. Emergency services exist to help, and when your heart is at risk, no call is ever considered unnecessary. Keep your phone close at all times, especially if you're at higher risk for heart problems. If you feel too weak to dial, use voice-activated assistants like Siri, Alexa, or Google Assistant. Simply say, "Call 911," and they'll do it for you. This small feature can be a literal lifesaver when every second counts. When you connect with 911, be as clear as possible. Say, "I think I'm having a heart attack," and give your location. Don't worry about sounding unsure. Emergency responders are trained to handle these situations, and it's better to call and be wrong than to delay and be right. If you're feeling lightheaded or weak, put the phone on speaker so you can talk without straining yourself. I want to share a story about a patient named Roger. He experienced chest pain and shortness of breath, but hesitated to call 911 because he didn't want to bother anyone. By the time he finally made it to the hospital, valuable time had been lost. Roger later told me he regretted waiting and wished he had acted sooner. Let me tell you, your health is worth the call. You are worth the call. While you're on the line with the dispatcher, follow their instructions carefully. Many 911 operators are trained to guide you through steps to stay safe until help arrives. They might ask you to describe your symptoms, stay calm, or position yourself in a way that minimizes strain on your heart. Remember, they're there to assist you, not judge you. One thing I strongly advise against is trying to drive yourself to the hospital. This might feel faster, but it's incredibly dangerous. A heart attack can cause you to lose consciousness, putting yourself and others at serious risk. Trust the professionals to get to you quickly and safely. Similarly, if you're in a public place, don't hesitate to call out for help. Let those around you know you're experiencing an emergency. They can help call 911 or assist you while you wait for responders. Calling for help isn't just an action. It's the most important decision you can make in this moment. Once you've made the call, your next step is to focus on staying calm and minimizing strain on your heart while waiting for medical professionals to arrive. Let's discuss how to do that effectively in the next section. Point 3. Rest, loosen clothing, and minimize movement. After you've called for help, your primary focus should shift to protecting your heart and minimizing strain on your body while you wait for emergency responders to arrive. This step is all about staying calm, conserving energy, and creating the best conditions for your heart to function during this critical time. First and foremost, stop whatever you're doing immediately. If you're standing, sit down in a safe and stable position. If you're in an unsafe area, such as near stairs or outdoors in an exposed space, carefully move to a location where you can rest comfortably and wait for help. Avoid sudden movements or exertion. Anything that forces your heart to work harder can worsen your condition. Once you're seated or lying down, aim for a position that helps your heart. Sitting upright with your upper body slightly elevated is ideal. You can lean against a sturdy chair, a wall, or use pillows to prop yourself up. This posture reduces strain on your heart and makes it easier to breathe. If you prefer lying down, elevate your head and shoulders slightly instead of lying flat, as this promotes better circulation and airflow. Another important step is to loosen any restrictive clothing. Items like belts, ties, or even a snug bra can constrict your breathing and circulation. By loosening these items, you allow your body to breathe more freely and reduce the discomfort caused by tight clothing. It's a small adjustment, but it can make a big difference in how you feel while waiting for help. Now, I know this is easier said than done, but it's crucial to stay as still and relaxed as possible. In moments like these, anxiety and adrenaline can make you feel restless or compelled to move around. Resist the urge. Walking, pacing, or even simple tasks like grabbing medications or tidying up can put unnecessary strain on your heart. Remember, your job right now is to conserve your energy for what truly matters, getting through this moment until medical professionals arrive. Let me share a story to illustrate this point. I had a patient named Sarah who experienced her heart attack while she was gardening. Even after recognizing her symptoms and calling 911, she felt compelled to clean up her tools and finish her work. By the time help arrived, her condition had worsened because she hadn't given her heart the rest it desperately needed. Sarah later told me that she wished she dropped everything and focused on herself. Finally, think about your surroundings. If you start to feel like you're losing consciousness, position yourself in a way that minimizes the risk of falling. For instance, if you're seated, lean slightly against a sturdy surface for support. Small steps like these can prevent additional injuries during an already stressful situation. By resting, loosening restrictive clothing, and minimizing movement, you're giving your heart the best possible chance to function effectively until help arrives. These actions may seem simple, but they are life-saving. Next, let's talk about how to manage your breathing and use aspirin if it's available to you. Point 4. Use aspirin and control your breathing. While you wait for emergency help to arrive, there are 2 critical actions you can take to support your heart: using aspirin, if it's safe and accessible, and managing your breathing to stay calm. These simple steps can make a significant difference in minimizing damage to your heart during a heart attack. Using aspirin. Aspirin is often referred to as a life-saving medication in heart attack emergencies, and for good reason. It works by thinning the blood, helping to slow the growth of blood clots, or even preventing new ones from forming. If you've been advised by your doctor to take aspirin in such situations, now is the time to act. Here's what you need to do. Take a regular strength aspirin tablet, typically 300 milligrams, and chew it thoroughly before swallowing. Chewing is important because it helps the aspirin enter your bloodstream faster, allowing it to take effect more quickly. If you're unsure about the dosage, check with your doctor during your next visit so you can be prepared in case of an emergency. However, there are a few crucial safety points to keep in mind. If you're allergic to aspirin, have a condition that prevents you from taking it, or haven't been advised by a doctor to use it, skip this step. Never risk your safety by attempting to retrieve aspirin from a hard-to-reach place or exerting yourself to locate it. The priority is always conserving your energy and avoiding unnecessary strain. Managing your breathing. While aspirin can help your heart physically, managing your breathing helps emotionally and physiologically. In the midst of a heart attack, it's natural to feel panicked. Your chest feels tight, your heart is racing, and fear may take hold. But panic increases your heart rate and blood pressure, putting even more stress on your heart. Staying calm can make all the difference. Here's how to manage your breathing effectively. Focus on slow, deep breaths. Inhale deeply through your nose for a count of 3, then exhale slowly through your mouth for another count of 3. This controlled breathing helps slow your heart rate, lowers your blood pressure, and allows your body to use oxygen more efficiently. Picture yourself gently blowing out a candle as you exhale. It's a calming image that can help you stay focused. If deep breathing feels overwhelming, try this. Find a fixed object in the room, like a clock, a photo, or even a spot on the wall. Focus your attention there and repeat a calming phrase to yourself, such as "I am safe" or "help is coming." Anchoring your thoughts in this way can help distract you from the fear and keep you grounded. One of my patients, Jim, credited this breathing technique with helping him stay alert and calm during his heart attack. By focusing on something he could control, his breath, he avoided spiraling into panic and conserved his energy until help arrived. Together, using aspirin wisely, if safe, and managing your breathing are powerful tools you can use to support your heart while waiting for medical professionals. Next, let's discuss how to plan for the future and take steps to prevent heart attacks altogether. Point 5. Planning for the future and preventing heart attacks. Surviving a heart attack is a triumph, but the ultimate goal is to prevent it from happening again. Or, even better, to avoid one altogether. For seniors, preparation and lifestyle changes are the keys to reducing the risk of future heart attacks and ensuring you're ready if an emergency arises. Let's break this down into 2 parts: being prepared and adopting a heart-healthy lifestyle. Emergency preparation. If you've experienced a heart attack or are at higher risk, having a clear plan in place isn't just helpful, it's essential. Start by organizing your emergency resources. Keep a list of your medications, medical history, and emergency contacts in a place that's easy to access, like your wallet, refrigerator, or next to your phone. This list can be invaluable for paramedics or doctors in an emergency. Next, always have your phone charged and nearby. If you're prone to misplacing it, consider a phone stand or a wearable device that keeps you connected at all times. For those at high risk, a medical alert system is a game changer. These devices allow you to summon help with the press of a button, providing peace of mind whether you're at home or out and about. Aspirin should also be part of your preparation plan if your doctor has recommended it for emergencies. Keep it in an easy-to-reach spot, like a bedside drawer, your purse, or even a small pill case attached to your keychain. Let your family and friends know where it's stored, so they can help if needed. Finally, communicate your plan to your loved ones. Let them know what symptoms to look out for and what steps to take if you're unable to act. The more they know, the faster they can support you. Heart-healthy lifestyle changes. Prevention begins with your daily habits. Even small, consistent changes can have a big impact on your heart health. 1. Diet. Focus on a heart-healthy diet rich in fresh fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats like those found in nuts, seeds, and fish. Reduce your intake of processed foods, salt, and saturated fats, which can contribute to high blood pressure and clogged arteries. 2. Exercise. Regular physical activity improves circulation, lowers blood pressure, and strengthens your heart. You don't need to overdo it. Simple activities like a brisk 30-minute walk, gardening, or yoga a few times a week can work wonders. 3. Stress management. Chronic stress can take a toll on your heart. Find activities that help you relax, whether it's meditation, reading, or spending time with loved ones. Even 10 minutes of focused relaxation each day can make a difference. 4. Sleep. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep each night. Poor sleep can increase your risk of heart problems, so make it a priority to establish a consistent sleep schedule. 5. Quit smoking. If you smoke, quitting is one of the best things you can do for your heart. Seek support from resources or groups designed to help with this life-saving change. Preventing heart attacks isn't just about avoiding risk factors. It's about embracing a lifestyle that nurtures your heart and overall well-being. By planning for emergencies and making these small, manageable changes, you're not only protecting yourself but also empowering those around you to take heart health seriously. Remember, every step you take toward prevention is a step toward living a longer, healthier life. You've taken the first step by learning, and now it's time to put this knowledge into action. Share this information with your loved ones. They deserve to live a heart-healthy life, too. Together, we can make heart attacks a preventable challenge rather than a looming threat. It's important to remember that prevention is the best medicine. Every small change you make to care for your heart adds up to a stronger, healthier future. Whether it's taking a short walk each day, enjoying a fresh salad instead of processed snacks, or simply setting aside time to relax and breathe, you're investing in your health and well-being. I also want to emphasize the importance of community. Share what you've learned today with the people you care about. By spreading awareness, you might save a life, whether it's your own or someone else's. Heart health isn't just an individual effort, it's something we can all work toward together. Finally, if this discussion resonated with you, I encourage you to take one small step today. It might be scheduling a checkup with your doctor, buying a pill organizer for your medications, or even just going for a walk. Whatever it is, do it for yourself. You deserve to live a life that's full, healthy, and safe. If you found this helpful, let me know in the comments below. Share your thoughts, ask questions, or tell me what steps you're taking to care for your heart. Your journey matters, and I'd love to hear about it. Thank you for spending this time with me. Let's make heart health a priority together. Stay safe, stay strong, and take care of your heart.